How are you doing? Let's find out. If you're doing pretty well, let's find out. See what's going on in your world. You got the love, Hadrian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Alright, so right now I feel like you're setting some boundaries with somebody. The great severing. This boundary could be that you're just fucking done. Alright, I feel like this is like a water energy today. Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. So, what the hell's going on, Pisces? Right at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Yep, walking away. Severing. Maybe... Let's see. You know, this could be even with friendships, family ships, all kind of ships. It's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. The great severing is cutting ties with people who stomp on your boundaries, right? People who apparently could, you know, be dealing with codependency issues in regards to you. Let's see it. The Emperor. Yeah, so you're showing up. Look, I would like to make note. This Emperor is actually a female, so I would like to let you know that has nothing to do with whether or not you're male or female. Gender in tarot is very different. The Emperor in this card here, it represents taking leadership in your own life, standing your ground, being an authority of some sort, being a boss, you know, like that's really the energy I'm seeing. You have like the mindset of a business owner. Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're on to a new cycle. You're trying to start something new in your life, in regards to abundance. Damn, these cards just want to be flipping and flopping. So, the Star, Aquarius energy. We've got Aries and Aquarius up here now. This could mean that, you know, you're kind of destined to be in the spotlight. A light worker, right? Like, she is the star. She is, like, the light is coming out of her, right? She is the light. So, either you're dealing with an Aquarius and an Aries, or you're a leader and you're stepping into your role, into the spotlight. 3 of Wands. I see you waiting for your ships to come in. But now's not the time to be waiting for anything. Now is the time to be taking action. Maybe you've been waiting for the right conditions or the right whatever to do something that you're meant to do, and you're kind of being told to just do it. Like, you're coming up with need all this, like, I need to plan, I need to do this, I need to prepare for it, da da da. And it's like, no, you know exactly what you need to do. You need to just do it. Right? You don't need all the extra fancy stuff. Like, being in the spotlight, like, so if you're a musician, for example, like, when I make music, I don't go and get fancy microphones. I don't need any fancy production or anything, you know. One, I hit up my musician friends because they usually have all that shit. And two, if I don't have that, I just go on BandLab and I just make some gritty ass piece of art, right? And you can do a lot of the same stuff on there that you could do with professional, you know, studio. And, you know, in a gaming headset, it has the same, like, ability to take away all that external noise. You know, it's literally designed to isolate your sound, your voice. So it's like those are little pathways to that. Like, and if you're an artist and you're like, oh well, I need all this equipment. Well, I've seen artists be able to paint on cardboard. I've seen artists paint with berry juice and other things. You know, like, you limit yourself when you think you need all this extra stuff to accomplish what you got to accomplish, right? Because you really don't. If it's in your soul to do it, you'll have the resources at hand to do so, right? If you're starting a vlog, you don't need a fancy camera. You don't need all. I started with my phone, propped up on some fucking books, you know, like, and you know, and that's just how I started, you know, like, I didn't need anything extra. And I think that's something that we get in our head because we see these professionals out here with their professional camera setups and their mics and all their fancy shit, and it's like, that's cool, sure, and we'd all love to be able to do that. But if your resources, you know, it's like making the most out of what you have, you know, on hand. And, you know, you're actually the thing that shines, so you don't need a whole lot of shiny things, you know? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Maybe you've been going through some hardships or feeling like you've been lacking in good fortune, right? You could be going through depressive episodes. I've got Ten of Swords in reverse here. One thing I do see, though, is it's in reverse, meaning that you're recovering from the hardship. You're recovering from the hard part. The worst is over. It's behind you. That feeling of defeat and, you know, whatever, you're in the resurrection phase, right? Now it's time for you to resurrect. The Empress. We've got Emperor and Empress, right? Divine counterparts. Which shows me that you've got a solid support system here. You have somebody who fucking loves you and wants to see you do your best. Somebody who is going to help you. Do you know what Empresses do? They make something out of nothing. Right? They make shit happen. They use their creative mindfulness, right, to make shit happen. Five of Cups. Feeling emotionally drained, depleted. I'm feeling depression, right? I'm feeling depression. Like, overwhelmed by it. And I mean, where her heart is, you see, that's actually a full moon, right? The moon card in tarot is the Pisces card. Hold on, my alarm was going off. Still using the phone. Yeah. So, the moon card in tarot is Pisces, right? And the moon card also talks about something needing to come to light, right? Needing to bring something to light. But the star card, I think it's you, right? As long as you're not fulfilling your purpose here, you're gonna feel fucking miserable. As long as, it's like being a star seed and then being confused about why you can't be happy because you're trying to do things that are not in alignment with your purpose. You're settling for a life outside of what you're supposed to, right? You're meant for great things. Right after I mentioned the moon card came out, right? Pisces. Yeah, something does need to come to light here. In regards to why you're feeling that way. Um, Six of Swords is walking away from a situation, but also I feel like Six of Swords in this regard is the divine carrying you over the mountain, over the bullshit, over the, any obstacle really. I feel like you need to use your divinely gifted intuition to really guide you where you're supposed to be. Because it's like your ancestors are trying to help you, ass. Think about your best case scenario. Like every day when you wake up, first thing on your mind and the last thing before you go to bed should be on your best case scenario, not your worst. Don't think about what you're worried about. Don't think about money problems. Don't think about, I need this and I need that to accomplish blah, 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 blah. No. Think about how great it's going to be when you have it, right? How great it's going to be when you're already doing the thing, when you're, in alignment with your natural talents, with your natural gift, when you're just doing the things. Awakening in reverse. You're still sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. Um, Maybe. Why is awakening in reverse? I'm gonna check. Why is awakening in reverse? You're still sleeping. Focus. Let me make it focus real fast. Look at it. Can you see? That bitch is asleep. Sleeping. I was like, awake in reverse. You're still sleeping. Okay, so you're still dreaming, right? Rather than living. That's what I'm seeing. You're just dreaming about it, but you ain't living it. Four of Pentacles says, as soon as you ask, you will receive. This bitch is sleeping on clouds. That's kind of hilarious. You might be physically asleep right now. Maybe you're struggling to awaken your potential too. Something is lying dormant inside of you. Something is still resting inside of you. That's why you're not doing it. That's why you haven't done it. Because you haven't awoken the beast, right? that inspiration you need to where it doesn't even matter if you have a rhythm, you're writing down lyrics, right? It doesn't even matter, whatever the case. Some aspect of you is still asleep. Strength, Leo energy. Right now, you need to tap into that energy. You need to find your strength to pursue it. Because as long as you ain't pursuing it, you're still just dreaming. Which means that you ain't awake. You awake when you pursue it. You're on the path when you start doing it, right? As long as you're just thinking of the would, could, should, you're still asleep. Because when you're awake, it's all action. When you're awake, it's all doing. The lion doesn't think, I need to make sure I have all my preparations in place so I can go eat an antelope right now. I can't go eat the antelope because I don't have a bow. I can't go eat the antelope right now because he's just so far away. How will I ever get to the one antelope I want, in that field of antelopes? Maybe it's unattainable. Maybe I can't have it. Lions don't fucking do that. They don't do that. You know what they do? They wake up and they go eat the fucking antelope. Right? That's what they do. They don't hold back. They full ass their dreams. Right? They full ass what they want. That's the part of you that's sleeping. That's part of you that's dormant. That's a part of you that's not quite up. The moon card. It's still sleepy time. Right? It's time to wake up. Awaken the great stone dragon. No, it really though. It's time to wake up and wake up to your purpose. I'm not saying wake up in enlightenment. You might be very enlightened. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're not woke. I'm saying you're not awake to your purpose, okay? I'm saying you're not doing it because you're sitting here trying to make sure everything's in order and make sure that everything's perfect first. What if it's never perfect? If you keep waiting until you're ready, it'll never get done. You just need to do it. You just gotta do it. The Hanged Muse. Alright, I love how in this card it's the Hanged Muse, not the Hanged Man, right? Muse is inspiration, right? Muse is motivation. A muse is what inspires us, right? That's the holdup. You're lacking inspiration. You need to wake up. Wake up your purpose. Wake up your inspiration. Wake up that aspect of you because it's time. Like, the world is ready for you. You're not ready for the world yet because you're still asleep. You need to wake up because the world's ready for you. Six of Materials, right? You've got this Empress or Emperor, whatever, and they're supporting you. And they want to see you do it. And they want to see you succeed at it. And you have everything you need to accomplish this, actually. You have every ability to accomplish this. It's literally, you're just sleeping on your abilities right now. Sleeping on your gifts. Sleeping on your purpose. Four of Cups tells me that you've rejected this because of reasons of lacking money. Because you're so busy seeing the way other people do it, right? Like, you observe others. You see them. And it's like you want to do it exactly the same way that they're doing it, but you know what? Most garage bands start out with like 3 instruments and a shitty mic. Like most people start with like the bare fucking minimum. I've seen people, street performers, have no instruments and just grab fucking tubs to beat on like drums, and it sounds like fucking art, you know? And it's like if the purpose is really awaken you, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. There will be no lack of resources because everything will become a tool for you. Everything will be something you can use. 10 of Cups in reverse. You're the only one holding you back. Because you're sleeping on your talents right now. You're sleeping on it. And you know you got it. Greatness is just one scary step away from you. Or for you. Just one scary step. If you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. You know what? Let me show you something real fast. Oh shit. I don't know if I have it with me. Actually. I will have to find a way to show you on the next one. I didn't have a tarot deck when I wanted to read tarot. I don't know if y'all know this. I actually didn't. I fell in love with tarot and I really wanted to read tarot. So I started making my own deck, right? And then I went to the beach and I got a deck. But the first time I ever read tarot cards for a group of people, it was with some handmade ass cards, right? I could have been like, no, I don't want, I can't be a tarot reader until I have my tarot deck, and I can't do that until I have da da da. But literally, the first tarot readings I ever did, I used a handmade deck. Like, that's, and fuck, you know what, maybe I won't post this until I can show you, but, yeah, I want to show you my deck that I started, and it's not great. It's all just hand doodly did, but it was like, it was mine, and I still haven't even finished it, because then I started getting decks, and now I'm surrounded by them. They're everywhere. Everywhere I look. Another deck. Another one. And another one. And another one. And another. And another. And another. And more. And more. Most of these are gifts. But guess what, chicken butts? It all started with me wanting to do it so bad that, and I wasn't even doing it for other people at that point. I was doing it for me. Because I wanted to read cards. I wanted to know how to do it. I wanted to understand. And I felt like, you know, I was broke. I didn't have fucking money to pay outside of the bills, you know. I have kids. I've got shit going on. It was all damn near impossible for me. To just go and recklessly spend money on tarot cards, right? And what would my ex-husband think? I'm wasting our money on tarot cards, right? And here I am now. Guess what? I love it. and I won't ever stop it. You know, when you awaken thing inside of you, when it really wakes up and you know what you're meant to do, you know your purpose, nothing will stop you. Ever, right? If you have to make your own fucking instruments, if you have to, whatever, if you've got to fucking paint on cardboard, I don't give a fuck, you'll find a way, right? We always find a way when it matters, when it really matters. I never thought, even when I started my YouTube channel, I never thought I would be a tarot reader like this. I never thought. But then I was doing my vlog. If you go deep enough into into my channel, you'll see I actually started as a vlog where I was just ranting and raving my opinions and whatever else, And then one day I introduced tarot after I had done a 5-hour-long tarot reading at my brother's house for all of his friends, family, whatever. 5 hours. My first time introduced to tarot reading for anybody outside of myself. And that's what started my channel. That's what started my tarot reading, actually. My channel was already started. Tarot came in a lot later, months later, actually. I honestly believe that when it's important, nothing will stop you, And clearly, I love this so much that I'm not doing it for money. I wake up every day and I just do this because I love to do it, And if it pays off, that would be fucking great. However, right now, I'm still waking up every day and just doing it because this is my dream, right? And my dream is more than money. My dream is to do this, to help people, to read the cards. Kurakula. To receive your divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment, certain karmic conditions that resonate at a lower frequency need to be cleared. Kurakula signifies a time of rapid movement on your path and freedom to attract what you want and need. Let go of that which does not belong in your world. Release and you shall receive. Yes. And I hope that this is helpful for you. I hope that, I didn't offend you by saying you were asleep. Because you are sleeping on your talents. And that's kind of a sin. It's kind of a sin, in my opinion. I feel like what we're born to do should come before a day job. It should come before money. It should come before everything else. What your sense of purpose is comes first, and then all else falls into place. It's just, when we're born to do something, we just do it, alright? You're sleeping on it because you want all the right conditions, because you want it all to be, guess what, the right conditions show up after you start. It shows up after, not before. And some people, they have the blessed ass life of just having everything handed to them from day one, and that's cool, whatever. That's not how all of us get there, right? That's not how all of us live out our purpose. Like, my family thought I was fucking crazy. Guess what? Goodbye, family. I don't give a fuck about that. They're like, that I was investing so much into this that I started really taking it seriously. You know, my ex-husband couldn't understand why it was important to me. Nobody could, because it was my dream, not theirs. It was my ambition, not theirs. You know? And I simply wanted to be able to read my own cards. And then when somebody else asked me to read for them, then it turned into 5 hours of reading for several people. And I realized I'm not meant to just read for me. And that's where all this came in. All the extra shit. But, you know, when it really fucking matters, you make it happen. You make it so. Alright? The great words of Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. Make it so. You have it in your soul, make it so. Make it happen. Alright, that's pretty much what I have for you. I love you. Namaste. And I want to see you succeed. Let me know when you start. Right? Let me support you in your starting up, please. You just gotta get a move on it. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta get a move on. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. See you later. Alright, Pisces, I came all the way back just so I could show you my own hand-drawn deck. So, it's pretty on this side. Look, I love that it's not all the same, but my shit wasn't even finished, right? That's 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Let's see, I have some cool art in here, guys. I was working on it. 2 of Cups. 9 of Wands. And I thought it was pretty clever because there's 9 branches on the tree. But whatever, you know. So basically, yeah, this was the first deck I ever read with, and all it had was words on most of it. Because it's not done, clearly. It's gonna take me like a fucking lifetime to finish this thing. But I'm working on it. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to come all the way back before I published your reading, so I could show you. You know, sometimes you start with fucking nothing. You know, sometimes you start with nothing, and that's enough. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna get on with my readings. I love you, Pisces, my little fishies, and I will see you later.